In the beginning, God created everything, the world, the heavens, and all life. And people were created to be in relationship with God. You see, all were created to worship God and no other. And in the beginning, it was so. People working with, serving, and worshiping God. But they had free will and could make choices. And a choice was made that changed everything. They chose themselves over God. And we have been making that choice ever since. That could have been the end of the story. But God continued to love mankind. He continued to reach out to us in order to restore our relationship. That is the story of the Bible. God bringing people to Himself. God restoring worship. And the exciting part is that He uses people like you and me to make this happen every single day. If you're seeing this, you probably already know at least part of the story. For the gospel, the story of Jesus, the good news, is already available to you, and probably to your family and community. It's already in your language, in your home, and by the grace of God, it's in your heart. Worship is within reach. But what about those who don't know Jesus? Out of the 7 billion people in the world, 40% do not worship Jesus. Not because they don't care, but because they don't have a choice. 3 billion people have never heard of Him or know someone who does. True worship isn't within their reach. And it won't be possible for them if something doesn't change, unless someone goes and tells them how to really know and worship their Creator. Everyone deserves that opportunity. That's where missions comes in. In the words of John Piper, missions exists because worship doesn't. In the future, the Bible tells us that a great multitude that no one can number, from every nation, from all tribes and peoples and languages, will be standing before the throne, worshiping. We have a great commission, a directive to go to areas of the world where the good news is not known, so that all people can become part of this great celebration we have with God called worship. So, are we doing this? Calvary Church strongly believes that there is a corporate calling, a shared mission of the church to reach the lost of this world, and an individual responsibility for each of us to be involved in the journey for the nations. We hold going into God's world as one of our core values, and we live this by extending the gospel to others right here and around the globe. Since 1936, over 400 global partners have been sent to 78 countries. Currently, as a church, we're focusing on the 40% of the world who have never heard the name of Jesus, the ones who can't worship. But these global partners are only representatives of the thousands of people who support global ministries through praying, serving, and giving right here at Calvary Church. Everyone has a role to play. Everyone has been given a part in the plan to restore God's relationship with all people. Yet, not everyone is called to go. Not everyone who answers the call is sent. But everyone is called to make an impact. So the question is, how can you participate in this journey for the nations? Simply live these 3 words: pray, serve, give. Pray routinely and earnestly for the lost in this world. Pray for the global partners that are working cross-culturally and what part you can play in sharing Jesus' love to others. Serve others with a Christ-like love that helps them to see Jesus. Give of your resources, your time, your talents, and your gifts. Remember, you've been blessed with the opportunity to worship God. Everyone's participation, no matter how small, has the power to help spread the good news and share that grace. So, we ask the question, how are you actively participating in God's transforming work in the world?